As part of its ballistic missile defense program, the DRDO and the Indian Navy has successfully conducted a maiden flight test of the AD-1C-based Indo-atmospheric interceptor missile from INS Sandbase in the Bay of Bengal, which is a floating test range operated by the Indian Navy. The AD-1 interceptor successfully engaged and neutralized a hostile ballistic missile threat, thereby elevating India into the elite club of nations having naval ballistic missile defense capability. The AD-1C-based interceptor is part of the BMD Phase 2 program that is capable of intercepting incoming long-range nuclear ballistic missiles fired from a distance of 5,000 kilometers. India has already deployed the BMD Phase 1, while the land-based test of AD-1 interceptor of BMD Phase 2 was conducted in November 2022, and the test of AD-2 interceptor is expected by late 2023 or early 2024. The DRDO has commenced work on the development of Nag Mk2 anti-tank guided missile, to be integrated into main battle tanks in a twin launcher configuration with each launcher holding one missile. The DRDO has started fabrication of the Nag Mk2, and developmental trials will be carried out later this year. The Nag Mk2 will be an improved lightweight anti-tank guided missile with performance improvement and minor increase in range, and will adopt the jet vane-based 3D thrust vector control systems. The Indian Air Force has admitted that the delivery of spares of Su-30 and MiG-29 fighter jets, transport aircraft and helicopters from Russia has experienced a slowdown in recent months, and the situation is expected to worsen later this year. The Air Chief has requested assistance from Hindustan Aeronautics and other public sector companies to replace Russian spares with indigenous ones, and he also advised to engage Indian private sector companies to manufacture locally made spares. The Indian Air Force will seek local production licensing from Russian public sector companies to allow Indian firms to manufacture spare parts in India, and if this is not possible, the Air Force might have to take certain measures that could be perceived as going against contractual obligations. National Aerospace Laboratories has said that the proposed 90-seat regional transport aircraft is currently in project definition phase, and it awaits $2 billion grant by the Indian government for full-scale engineering development. Efforts are also underway to involve the Indian Air Force and the Indian Navy in the program, as the Air Force could use it to transport troops, while the Indian Navy might consider equipping the RTA-90 as a low-cost sea surface surveillance platform. In a setback for 8 ex-Indian Navy officers who have been imprisoned in Qatar, their employer DRDO Global Technologies and Consulting Services has terminated the employment of these 8 officers, leaving them without a source of income, and the company has also asked other Indian employees to leave. The veterans were arrested on charges of being involved in espionage activities on behalf of Israeli intelligence, related to the Qatari midget submarines which had been acquired from Italy. Qatar intelligence claims to have access to recorded conversations between the Navy veterans and their alleged Israeli handlers,